I'm Asaki Matsuzaki, a psychiatrist. Today's topic is how to overcome imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome is a condition in which, despite having strong abilities and achieving success in areas such as work, a person believes their success is due to luck or the help of others, underestimates their own abilities, and lives with a persistent fear that sooner or later those around them will realize they are not as competent as they seem to be. Imposter syndrome is not officially recognized as a common mental disorder. Psychiatrists are generally not well versed in it, myself included. It is not something that can be treated with medication. I myself do not have extensive experience in treating imposter syndrome. However, I felt that I shouldn't remain uninformed, so I did some research in my own way and would like to share the key points with you. This is not something you cure in a hospital, but rather something you approach by gradually changing your way of thinking and behavior. First, it's important to start by fully understanding what imposter syndrome is and what its characteristics are. By combining general knowledge with your own experiences, the recognition I receive isn't genuine, or my true abilities will eventually be exposed. Such automatic thoughts, as well as tendencies to attribute success to the efforts of others or to luck, are what you deepen your understanding of. Is the imposter syndrome coming from perfectionism, from some kind of fear from past experiences? If you can identify where it stems from, it's helpful to try analyzing the root cause. And having imposter syndrome can lead to positive outcomes, such as motivating effort. While acknowledging that, it's also important to not just think about the negative aspects, like stress and anxiety, but to list them out specifically and reassess them from an objective perspective. Compare unrealistic thoughts, such as, I can't do it, or if I fail, it's all over, with realistic possibilities, and your actual past successes. You should write these down too. And when it comes to the tendency to attribute your success not to your own abilities, but to external factors, such as luck, or the help of others. Ask yourself, is that really true? Or are you perhaps underestimating your own ability and effort? Was there really no element of your own effort or talent involved, no matter how small? For example, try drawing a pie chart and objectively estimating what percentage was due to luck, what percentage was thanks to someone's help, and what percentage came from your own effort. This can help you become more aware of distortions in your self-assessment and understand the downside of the belief that if I'm not perfect, I'm worthless, and recognize that being perfect and being valuable are two different things. Try not to get caught up in perfectionism or self-critical thoughts that only cause you to suffer. For example, if you have a thought like, I'm no good, and you notice yourself thinking that way, try to take a step back and observe, I'm having the thought that I'm no good. Between believing I'm no good and being aware that you are thinking I'm no good, there's a difference in emotional distance. Then try to shift that thought into something more realistic and supportive of your mental health. This process is a technique called cognitive restructuring, which is a part of cognitive behavioral therapy.
Finally, self-compassion is the key word. Learn to comfort and care for yourself. You may find it helpful to write each of these points down and organize them in your own way.
If you'd like to take a more structured approach, it might be a good idea to receive counseling from a psychologist who specializes in cognitive behavioral therapy. Well, that was my talk on imposter syndrome.